everybody, it's Jada Larryce, and today I'm doing my first ever client tutorial. So for those of y'all who didn't know, I am a makeup artist, and today I just wanted to show y'all a little bit of how I do my clients' makeup because I really love doing other people's makeup. So I have my beautiful friend Janiya here with me, one of my favorite faces to put makeup on. So I'm just going to get right into the video. So first I'm just wiping off her face, getting off any impurities that may be there. And then the first thing I do is the brows. So I'm just brushing out the brows with a spoolie. And then for those of y'all who've seen any of my videos, I pretty much do my clients' brows the same way I do mine, just outlining them in a shape that I like and then filling them in. So now I'm priming her skin using a primer that matches her skin type. You always want to make sure that you're using a primer that matches your client's skin type. So now I'm moving on to sculpting the eyebrows, which is like the best part of the brows. So I'm just going to use a concealer 2 shades lighter than her skin color. I mixed 2 shades. Don't remember what those shades I mixed were, but I know it's LA Girl concealer. And I'm just sculpting it. Like, it just looks so pretty. And then I'm bringing it down to the eye because it's going to act as the primer for the eyeshadow. Then using this brush, I don't really know what this brush is called, but it's like the perfect brush for blending concealer on your brows. And I just love it. And I know y'all have probably seen me using it in other videos, but I think this is my favorite brush, so that's just what I'm using to blend out that concealer. And of course, the same thing that we did on the bottom of the brow, we're going to do at the top of the brow with that same concealer. Just making sure that you don't get any concealer on the actual hair. So now with my Maybelline compact powder, I'm just going to apply that to her eyelids in a shade that matches the concealer so that we can just set that concealer, because you always want to put a powder over top of a cream. And I use rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle to clean all of my makeup palettes just to get them nice and disinfected. So now I'm moving on to eyeshadow. I'm taking this pink color in my Take Me to Brazil palette, and I'm using a tapping motion to apply them to her eyelids. Lots of makeup artists use different methods to apply their eyeshadow, but I use the tapping method because it's the most efficient for me, and it helps for me to hold on to that pigment very well. So I really like the tapping method. So I didn't show this color, but it's like a slightly deeper pink in the palette. So I just took that deeper pink and I'm just applying that to her creases. And then with this light pink, I'm going to use that color to smudge out those harsh lines in between the eyeshadow and the eyebrow. Now it's cut crease time, so I'm taking my lightest shade of LA Girl Concealer. It's the shade named Porcelain, and I just applied that to her eye. I made her look up so I could kind of get an outline, and now I'm just doing it. Like, you see what I'm doing. Cut creases are not the easiest thing, but it just takes practice, and you'll be doing them in no time. So now with the same brush that we used earlier to blend out the concealer for the brows, we're going to use that to tap in this concealer on the cut crease. And now for the fun part, I'm adding some gold shimmer to the cut crease area. And this is LA Girl shimmer. So now, just to get a little more blended, I'm going to take some more pink and put that like on the outside of the gold shimmer. With my NYX Glitter Glue, I'm just going to apply that all over the lid. And then now we're to the glitter. So I'm just applying that all over top of the glitter glue and on top of the shimmer. So now, after cleaning off my fallout with a makeup wipe, now it's eyeliner time. So I use a pomade eyeliner, which means that it comes in a little container, and I just dip my brush in it to apply onto my client. And the reason I do that is because it's a lot more sanitary than using like a felt tip or a liquid like pen. So yes, now I'm just shaping that liner, and it turned out so pretty. Fun fact, liner is my least favorite part of the whole makeup, but this turned out so pretty. It always turns out good, but it's just so nerve-wracking doing it. So now I'm using mascara to prep the lashes, and I'm applying that with a disposable wand. And then I'm just going to apply the lashes. I use clear glue and I use tweezers, and you always have to remember to trim the lashes if they're too long. And I'm going to do a tutorial for y'all very soon for lashes. So now it's skin time. So I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, and I blended together two colors that I don't remember, but I pretty much always blend colors for my clients, and it pretty much, like, it really always matches, and I just be like, God just gave me like a really good eye for blending makeup, like colors to match people. But anyway, so now I'm taking this buffing blending brush by e.l.f. that I love, and I'm just blending out that foundation. So now it's contour and concealer time. So I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer as always, and this is a shade that I blended together using two colors, so it will be perfect for her complexion. And it's just going in the normal concealer spots on the forehead, the bridge of the nose, under the eyes, on the chin, on the upper lip, and on the jawline. So now for the contour, I'm using this shade that is 2 shades darker than her skin, and it's going on her hairline, right there to make that snatched cheekbone underneath her jawline, and then of course on the nosy to give us a nice snatched nose. And I learned a new nose contour technique, and I just think it's so bomb. Then with this concealer contour blending brush, I'm just going to blend out all the concealer first, and then I'm gonna take the same brush that I use for the foundation to kind of blend in everything else and get everything nice and perfect, and it's just all coming together so beautifully. So sometimes I cheat and go in with a sponge if I'm feeling a little lazy, or if the brush isn't getting it exactly how I want it. Taking my NYX Pro Contour Palette, I'm just going to use the darkest shade and the second to dark shade mixed together, and I'm going to put that over top of all the areas that I did the cream contour. So I'm doing cream contour and powder contour. So now it's time to bake our face. So I'm taking my banana powder from Morphe, and I'm just putting that over top of all of the areas that I put the concealer, because you always just want to set your concealer, and if you do a cream contour, you always want to set your contour as well, and that's what we just did. So now our whole face is set now. And now with a fluffy powder brush, we're literally just going to run that over her whole entire face to blend in that contour powder and the baking powder. Now taking my Juvia's Place blush, I'm using a pink color, and I'm putting that on her cheeks to add a pop of color. And then for everyone's favorite finishing touch so they can glow, I'm taking my Artistry highlighter in this gold color, and I'm putting that on her cheeks, the bridge of her nose, and on her cupid's bow. And now we're just going to set the face so that it lasts all day using this Coola setting spray. For the lippies, I just put some Vaseline up there, and now I'm taking this chocolate brown lip liner, and I'm outlining her lips, and then I'm gonna go in with a pink liquid lipstick that's so pretty, and it completes the look so perfectly. So this is the finished look. It turned out so girly and fun, which I love. This look will be booked under the Flawless package, and if you're interested in finding more about my makeup business, then go follow my business page at Made by Jada Larryce on Instagram. Thank you so much to Janiya for being my beautiful model, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.